Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Early in the morning. Let's go run out there, get that jog. Come on, Dana. Good girl. About to get that jog in. Just a quick little 2 miles early in the morning. Extremely windy. Extremely windy. I know there's a lot of flights being canceled. That shit gotta be crazy because, holidays. But thankful. What are we thankful for? What are we all thankful for? Man, thankful to God for creating this beautiful and unique situation and experience constantly. It's beautiful on so many levels. So many levels to the smallest particle of the earth. It's designed so great that if you allow yourself to become in relationship and with the particles of the earth, just nature itself, people, emotions is the key to life. Emotion, and that's listening to Jim Rohn, to Zig Ziglar, to my brother D, to anything and everybody who leaves their cup half full. I'm just saying half, but oh, you good? To never feel like you know it all, because you can be whatever age you are and be experiencing life and feel like your cup is so full nobody else can fill it, meaning like things to learn or I know it all. You gotta keep it half full. Let somebody else fill it up for a while. You don't like to pour it out, keep it moving. Learn, experience what you learn, and life will be a beauty. Don't always chase what everybody else chases. Change your mind frame and be thankful greatly. You know what I'm saying? So be grateful to God, grateful for the spirits and the wind and the universe and everything that works in coherence to allow the earth to grow. Like Jim Rohn said, what was it him? A tree grows, as tall as it can. And it's grateful for its environment. It uses its resources, the dirt, the wind is blowing, it's raining so hard and cold out there in the wintertime, springtime, doesn't matter. It goes through the environmental toughness of life for it to grow from a little freaking seed. Not every acorn or every seed from a tree or whatever fruit they bear falls to the ground and a tree grows. Not every single one. In some cases, that one special one does. I'm going on the trail. I gotta put this dog on a leash because I don't know who else is out here. Come on. Dane, come on, girl. Hey. Come on. Hey. Come on. Hey, sit. Get the leash on you because I'm out there. Come on, let's go. Yeah, me personally, I'm not trying to get too scientific over here, but I love to because it's so crazy how the world works. Every day is a new light, it's a new experience. I'm happy to wake up, jump up off on my feet, and thank God first and foremost, and see what I can use today to learn for tomorrow or for today itself. Like, how can I be better than yesterday? Not just father, son, or brother, or husband, or to a perfect stranger. How can I touch someone in a way that maybe changes the way they think, the way my mind has evolved so many times over again, that the way I look at things have changed so much, and I'm thankful for that. So thankful for that. What am I thankful for? Some of the people I know. Even for a lot of people that I don't know, that I listen to and watch and stuff like that. But for God first. Because, bro, without him being able to design things the way he did. Let me just talk about the design, because this is some real dope shit real quick. I have to. You could take particles of the earth. It don't matter what type of particles. living organisms that from any life form, even us, they take the smallest particle, make two of them. They divide it. They can split it down the middle, however, and separate them. I think the fact was, I think they said it was 7 miles apart. 7 miles apart, these small ass little particles. But they're always how you say, like hip at the joint or whatever, or joint at the hip with energy. So when they divide these things, it kind of like I know it's really windy out here. I hope you can hear me. Whatever, you gotta hear me. Check it out. So we out here in the trail, me and Dana, enjoying a beautiful. Well, I'm about to start running once I stop talking. But I just felt real thankful, and I had to talk, But these two little particles, you separate them, and if one particle 7 miles away is tampered with, the other one reacts. Kind of like twins when they feel that feeling, but you don't have to be a twin. You are the particles of the earth. So if you can work in, like right now, this wind to me, it's like my brother. It blows and it's giving me a hug. I'm out here in shorts. You know what I mean? What you mean it's cold? Like, it's beautiful. Clean air. I'm out here. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I'm appreciative. But these two organisms, how they work like that. Now, you are the particles of the earth. So with becoming it, not fighting like fighting the cold, more like accepting it because you are it. Everything you are is what you see, and everything you see is what you make yourself believe is what you are, if that's how you want to look at it. So becoming, getting into that mindset of things, and with the relaxing of the mind, the brain chatter, the mental blockages being removed, by eating healthier, doing healthier things, staying active, continue to move and not stay still, and let those bad thoughts grow in your mind like seeds that will grow into big old trees and big old problems in your life. You must kind of more appreciate the environment that you have, the toughness that you have. Embrace the battle that you're currently going through, because you're going to become something. Everybody wants something, but it's like, be careful what you wish for, because you might get that position and have to bring a lot of work home. You might want to be a lawyer because the pay's good, or a doctor, but you're never off the clock. You're constantly working, unless that's a true passion and you're willing to sacrifice your children because you won't have time to play catch. You won't have time to, to do certain things. So pick your careers and what you do daily, with habits and all. Choose those wisely, because you're not just sacrificing the time with your kids. You're sacrificing the mental building they have, the building of their mental philosophies of life. So what are they going to be thinking? Look how beautiful it is where I'm at, man. Look. There's a little creek. Not too far from the house. Come on, Dana. We got the trail to ourselves. I'll let you off the leash in a minute when I'm off the phone. When I get super distracted. Beautiful. But like our children, so it's like if you want to blame your environment, how tough it is, or my dad or my mom, or it's not fair, he had it easier because his dad this or whatever, bro. We all have bad shit in our life, no matter the level it is. But the level, depending on the level of the toughness and in the environment that you're in, is because you can handle it. You are the particles of the earth. Become what you want. Do the things you don't have to be the environment, just because you can actually change that. So by changing, who you are mentally, will in turn change who you are physically. And it'll also impact the shit out of your environment. So you won't even look at things the same. No matter when you're in the same place you were years ago and you sit down on that same step that you have so many bad thoughts of, even that's bad as suicide, you're sitting there and you're thinking, wow, like I had seeds planted in my mind that I didn't even put there. And the crazy thing is that I was letting other people water my seeds, and it grew into a tree that I had to chop the fuck down. Excuse my language. You know, that's the emphasis I get from my brother D right there. So you chop those trees down and you start to plant your own seeds. Take your time. Make a to-do list. I'm up early. It was just dark right now. I'm gonna let you off the leash over here. It's nice over here in these little woods. Come on, see, we found a deer to chase. Dana, come on. Either a deer to chase, or shit. They might think you a deer and want to play with you. But let's take a nice little walk back here. But chop those trees down. Take the time to find seeds you want to plant in your own mind. Remember, you are the particles. And what I mean by seeds is like, okay, the to-do list I did today is I'll probably drop the next video where I'm trying to put together of the things that I've been doing. Walking in the unknown. Since my truck accident changed my career from making a certain amount of money to making probably less than half. And to most that'd be scary, but then it's like, no. It's not scary because I got a plan. And my plan is gonna work because I'm gonna stay faithful to my plan, and it feels good. The plan feels good. I get up in the morning and I know that I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful to be alive, and I got a plan. And it's what I enjoy doing. It's fun stuff. It's more fulfilling. It's not a career that I kind of like. It was okay. You get money, you know, whatever, but it takes a lot of time away from your family, like I was saying. And you need time to make time for the kids. You have to create time. There's no extra time in this world. You have to make yourself available with the time you have. There's only, 24 hours in a day. You can't extend that when you're working 50 hours a week, and then like you have to make time. Some people work 90 hours a week, are home, are away from home for a week, come home and, driving trucks or whatever it is they're doing, working in the city and having their family out of the city, stuff like that, come home and don't have time for their kids. Again, the mental building of your kids is important because they're missing out on how to become the person that they want to become in their life. And you're gonna let other people plant seeds that they don't want. You want to let other people plant seeds in your kids' head that are gonna make them be insecure, not confident, shameful, and blame themselves. No, man, you cannot blame yourself for those things. You gotta teach them how to use that as fuel. Like I was saying, look at these little trees and twigs right now. There's a lot of little trees and twigs right now. Little twigs trying to grow into trees, and the wind is blowing like crazy. The wind is blowing. It might rain, it might snow, it might be cold. So they got a chance of not even surviving. It's a big risk out here for these little ass trees. The wind might break one of these old ones down after they've been trying to grow for how many years. But I bet you after that should grow, a branch will grow out the side of that because that tree said, I ain't done growing. You know what I mean? So help your kids plant the seeds they want in their mind. Be curious, mindful, watch them, see what they like. That's what I'm thankful for, to be alive, to be able to know these things, to want to be a part of all this. Because it's important. So if you yourself have kids and you're in a tough environment, embrace that. Make a to-do list. That's the first thing you gotta do. Make a to-do list. Like, okay, every day I'm gonna learn something, a new word. I'm gonna read one page out of a book. I'm gonna just go to the library today and just walk around, or just Google, serendipity. or pick a word, any word, and Google it and find the meaning and try to see that experience in your day, in that word, whatever word it is. But just make a to-do list. Promise yourself to learn one thing every day. It doesn't matter. Read for 5 minutes. Add value to yourself. Start chopping those trees that you think have to be there. Clear the field and start to plant your own crops in your own mind so that it can grow beautifully and you can feed your mind. Because it'll grow, it'll fall, it'll refertilize your brain. I'm talking crops right now, metaphorically. And it's going to have a healthy mind, healthy soil in your mind. Because you are particles of the earth. That all tied in together. So, yeah. I love mental evolution and mindfulness and knowing that I'm a part of this grass. This dirt I'm standing on is my ancestors. It's energy. It's a field of energy that I'm currently standing on, and it's my family. Because anything that has ever lived and died becomes what the earth is. Layers and layers and layers and thousands of years and millions of years happening. So I'm walking over people right now, over animals, over all types of nature and life that has died. An eagle landed and died here. A lion, maybe, who knows? That's what I'm trying to say. It's the circle of life. And I feel it. It's everywhere. Right, baby? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby. Ha ha ha. You're not tall enough to get up to my shoulder line, huh? Get down. Oh, it's muddy here. But yeah, so I think that was a nice little talk for Thanksgiving. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. If you watch this video, great, thank you. I appreciate that thumbs up, whatever, man. You leave a little comment, tell me, what you're thankful for. And, like I want to say before I go, because I really want to start running. I feel it. I just want to run. I'm thankful for God creating those little particles that can work in coherence even when far away from each other. Like I was saying earlier, those two little particles, which we are many of those, all put together, constantly growing, dying, shedding, splitting, rejuvenating, all of that, and recreating constantly. We can feel what the earth feels, and vice versa. The earth can feel what we feel. And not just the earth, like time and space and memory of the earth. Time and space of the earth has memory. Like, how can we remember things that didn't happen or have lived? And everything just continues to just overlap itself like that. And that's what it all is. So try and become that. Become that. You can be whatever you want. Make that to-do list and write what you want to learn every day and write your future out. What kind of house, what color you want. How many kids you want, what type of parent you want to be. How do you want people to remember you by? Like, do you want to impact the lives of every person you speak to? Or fuck you, excuse my language, you're an asshole, and leave that type of impression to them. Thrive in any environment that you are in, and you will become great. So be thankful. And thank God for creating such intelligent particles in this earth and everything that creates itself from those particles. Genuinely and in such a divine way that I'm here talking to you through this shit we call internet. And it's a beautiful thing to connect like that. But even without these phones handicap us from being able to connect on the Minds network. Not cellular service. We have our own network of communication. That phones and technology obviously handicap us from even going to sit down in the next room quietly and trying to even use that service. But we don't. We use these things to constantly fulfill and fill us and give us what we think we want. Unless you're watching shit like this, people talking like this, yeah, then it's good. Then it's real good. But, so I'm thankful for those little particles. Chappy lips, I need some water. Sorry, people. I don't care. This is gonna be a straight shot video. Birds trying to fly, it's so windy. I'm thankful for those little particles because they created my 4 beautiful daughters. Those particles created my wife, my beautiful wife, heaven sent. She touches the lives of everybody she comes to contact with. She's a heaven sent angel. That's it. It's a fact. And I'm thankful for the relationship we have, the conversations we have, the constant connection we have, and not letting exterior things become us. Because again, we are particles of the earth, so it's very easily to be tempted and to become things that we don't want to plant. We plant seeds and we forget about them. And by constantly thinking about the past that pisses us off and those seeds that we planted and forgot about, we're making those roots dig deep, and then they're harder to get rid of. But you can, doesn't matter how long that tree's been growing in that mind of yours and how dirty you think your soil is. You can change it. You can chop those trees down. It's gonna be some work, but do you want to do it? Start with that list. So thankful for my family, thankful for God, thankful for my kids, thankful for every experience I've ever had.